the jpegmafia iceberg. Now before you click off, this has loads of stuff that you wouldn't have seen on any other iceberg. Trust me, I've watched all of them. I'm fucking crazy. I am gonna use a goddamn Adventure Time McDonald's toy. Jesus Christ, I feel old. Entry number 1 is LP. LP has two versions. There's the online version, which you can find on almost every other streaming service. And there's the offline version, which is a million times better, and it only has like 4 songs. Rockstar Incident. So, a while back, Rockstar do this thing like every year where they get like loads of artists and make them play their game, mostly GTA Online, and jpegmafia with Danny Brown went on that, and that time it was an absolute nightmare. Hackers kept winning everything and Danny Brown just kept complaining the whole time. It was really funny and one of the best ones they ever did. Black Ben Carson. Black Ben Carson was the first studio album from the man himself, jpegmafia. On current channel, and I will give the album an 8 out of 10. On the album was a song called I Just Killed a Cop, Now I'm Horny. And now for the next segment, where I talk about his most controversial song. I just killed a cop, now I'm horny. I didn't, but yeah. Basically the song was so incredibly controversial when people started to find it. It's like if Tyler Creator fans found Goblin. It was crazy. And everyone started getting mad. Now the reason they started getting mad was because at the very start of the song it samples a policeman basically being brutally murdered by a man he pulled over. And he sampled it, like all the screaming and shit. And you know what? There's a reason people got disturbed by it. Anyways, we got a very controversial really fast, and jpegmafia just started tweeting the funniest shit. Devon Hendrix is jpegmafia, but his old account. That's about it. I mean, they did post a lot of music, but we can't get in that yet because that's way too in the iceberg. The album cover. On almost every single album cover from jpegmafia, there's a mouse cursor. It's just a fun little trend he does with his albums, I guess, and kind of like, where's Wally? Just trying to find the mouse cursor. So, I'm very tired, so I'm just gonna do this one in my bed. jpegmafia's first album. jpegmafia's first album under the name jpegmafia was Communist Slow Jams, and then the first album under the Devon Hendrix name was Generation Y, which was an album he deleted. But you can still find it. Finally I'm back after 3 fucking days. Anyways, let's go on to our next topic, which is producer tags. jpegmafia has producer tags like Dan, Peggy, and they also have You Think You Know Me, and just a bunch of other. Hello. Thanks. Thank you.
Hold up properly, just think might be.
Okay, thanks. So I just got 3 McDonald's. I'm pretty sure someone just ordered to the wrong address. If so, I'm going to take your food and eat it. So back on topic now. Younger Modi is the person that does all the voice work on jpegmafia songs. So basically, whenever you hear jpegmafia talking to someone, it's usually going to be her. And she's also on the album cover of Black Ben Carson, so you know. Wolf Returns EP is an EP jpegmafia dropped in 2018. It was a collaborative effort with Bounds, a person I've literally never heard of until this moment. And honestly, it's not that good. It's pretty obvious why no one's ever heard of it. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Military. jpegmafia was a part of the military from 2010 to 2015. and he was stationed in a few places, but mostly was stationed in Japan. In Japan, he experienced extreme amounts of racism, which ended up in him getting depression, and which also ended up in him making what made to consider his magnum opus, the Ghost Pop tape. After he left the military, he ended up making communist slow jams, which had a track on it called Japan. It goes a bit more in detail about what happened, and I recommend you listen to it. It's really good. Devon Hendrix has a Spotify account. It isn't actually from jpegmafia, it's just some random guy who made an account under the Devon Hendrix name and re-uploaded basically almost everything that hasn't been released on the Spotify account. There are a few things that obviously aren't on it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And Halfway is the only jpegmafia song that is like just full on gone. You can't listen to it, you can't hear it. It exists, but like you just can't find it anywhere. It was near enough deleted straight away, so no one will ever get to hear what it sounds like. We don't even know what genre it is. That's how secretive it is. jpegmafia really hates Tom Varg Morrissey, to the point that he made a song on the album Veteran called I Cannot Fucking Wait Till Morrissey Dies. Montebello High School Prom is a song jpegmafia made on his Devon Hendrix account on the album Total World. I'm pretty sure jpegmafia went to Montebello High School, and I guess he just really likes the prom there. I don't know. Why does this track exist? Whatever the reason, it's a really good song. Here's something a bit cool and just kind of random. If you go to the location bio on Devon Hendrix Bandcamp and SoundCloud, you'll see that it says his location is Japan, which is kind of cool for some reason. But this is about to get really dark, so trigger warning, I guess. On the final track of the Ghost Pop tape, basically in the song, jpegmafia commits self-die. So basically on the SoundCloud version of the album, that's it. He dies, and then the end. But on the Bandcamp version, you get the bonus track, so it kind of ruins the ending, to be honest. Not on Veteran is a collection of songs that would have been on Veteran, but just ended up not making the cut. Two of the songs on this collection of just 8 are two of jpegmafia's best songs ever, and if they were put on Veteran, Anthony Fontana would have changed that little 8 to a fucking strong 9 to a light 10. The Joe Chillworld YouTube channel is a YouTube channel made by Devon Hendrix / jpegmafia, and I don't even want to get in detail on the music videos. Like, it is a straight up porn, but also collected, and somehow it hasn't been taken off YouTube, and I think the reason why is because of how highly edited it is. Like, you can barely tell what's going on half of the time, to be honest. Devon Hendrix interview. So, near the release of Joe Chillworld, a company, I forgot the name, had an interview with Devon Hendrix, and it's quite interesting. I recommend you read it. jpegmafia, he's finally done it 2 years ago. So basically, he was on a big billboard. This is pretty cool. Vans collaboration. So jpegmafia had a collaboration with the company Vans. They didn't make any merchandise, they just made a music video. That's about it. On the music video it had a radio edit basically of jpegmafia's song Pro, which is just so weird to hear. The insane sample process of Baby I'm Breathing. Baby I'm Bleeding is the best track on Veteran, and Jesus Christ, the sampling is so good. So basically, just imagine me saying A and then me saying B, and imagine that being repeated 1,000,000 times. It is crazy and cool. How to build a relationship. How did it take so long to get here? Jesus Christ. Anyways, how to build a relationship is basically like a behind the scenes of all the artists he works with. It's really cool and I recommend you watch it. The only music video from jpegmafia to be in 4K is Bumble Pussy Lust Crap, which is completely pointless. If you've watched the music video, you know the Satisfied and Unsatisfied series. How the hell did it take so long to get here? How? Anyways, it's a series of videos that are kind of also behind the scenes. It's about how to build a relationship, basically. I recommend you watch it. It's pretty good. So I guess I'm here now. Anyways, I'm only going to be here for the next 2 minutes. So let's go on to the next entry. The next entry being Since I Left You Too, which is just the alternative title to, Dreamcast Summer Song was awful. Devon Hendricks, he had a Twitter. And guess what? It was terminated. That's actually kind of funny. So All My Heroes Are Cornballs had a different version to it, believe it or not. This different version was released on a USB that there was only one copy of, and that one copy is worth £720. On the copy of the hard drive, USB, there's just more tracks for the album, and some were cut off like jpegmafia type beat. Also related, Veteran had a cassette tape pack, and I'm not going to sell the cassette tapes because I don't want to get my YouTube channel terminated, but kind of inappropriate. Matt Pit Mafia. Matt Pit Mafia is jpegmafia's best friend. They both collaborated together to make an album called Lisa, and when Peggy was blowing up, Matt Pit Mafia was featured on a track on LP called Rebound, and Rebound's pretty good, so I recommend you listen to their discography together. Gangsit and Untitled got leaked. So basically, there were 2 songs that jpegmafia hadn't released yet, and still hasn't released, called Gangsit, which was a collaboration with Slow Tie. And then you've also got Untitled, which was a collaboration with Danny Brown. They're both pretty good songs, I recommend you listen to them. Freestyles. jpegmafia has a whopping 5 freestyles. They're pretty good, I recommend you listen to them. Movies. jpegmafia doesn't have any movies, but he's made tie-ins to albums that are basically movies. The movies mostly just contain porn, that's it to it, and just a lot of gross videos. I've not watched it, because why the hell would I watch it? But if you can find a copy somewhere on the internet, watch it I guess. Neon Kitten 3. So there were technically 4 Neon Kittens, the first 2 being on Total World, and number 4 being on the Ghost Pop tape. But Neon Kitten 3 doesn't exist because it was supposed to be a track on the Lockwood Escape Plan, but never ended up making the final cut. Now for the final entry of the whole iceberg, the ends to the means description. On the YouTube video for the song Ends to the Means, it has something quite personal, and I'll just read it very quickly. Sometimes it's hard to keep slaving over this music, knowing nobody is watching, but I have a feeling it will pay off one day. Even if it doesn't, I'll die trying. At the bottom it has a line of Japanese. It translates to Generation Y. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please like, and if you really liked it, please subscribe. This video took me 18 hours to make, so it took a while. I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, but yeah, that's the end. Bye bye, thanks for watching the whole thing. Also, recently we hit 50 subscribers, so I'm just gonna act like this is the 50 sub special. Also, thanks for 50 subscribers.